GTA 3. It is a wonderful, wonderful video game. So, timing will start when I skip the cutscene. Alright, we ready? We ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go! Alright, the first thing you'll notice is that the hardest part of the game is not flipping on this drive. So what we're going to do to make it a little easier is camera switching, which we will be doing throughout the run, is that. So get used to it. We're going to be doing that for a while. It's very important. It's especially important in the late game when we fly the dodo. This is a very good speed game because, like, the first part of it is just pretty nutty. Ooh, don't flip. Alright, we didn't flip. First part of this game is pretty glitchy, so get ready for that. The middle part of this run is pretty straightforward, and then the last part of the run... Yo, where's... Hello, tech? Yo, start the timer. I have my timer started. Where's your timer? Actually, don't start it. That gives me more time. That'll give me more time to do this. So. Anyway, we're going to go around the corner here. Meet our good friend Luigi. Yo, don't worry about the timer. It gives me more time to be overestimate. Which we might be overestimate. So I'm going to need a couple things here. I need a taxi. And I need a pistol. So we're going to try and get the taxi first. Hopefully we get it here. It'd be real nice. No? Okay, so we don't need it right now, but it comes in handy later. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make a replay here. This game allows you to save replays wherever you want in any location with very short durations, which is important. So we'll be able to activate things by proxy, so we just made a replay over a rampage. I need a taxi. There's one all the way down there, but I'm not going to think about that one. We're going to pick up our good friend Misty here and proceed to crash. It's alright. Okay, so I'm going to want a taxi during the next mission. And we'll probably also be looking for a pistol during that time as well. You'll see me occasionally pause in markers. That didn't work because I'm bad. But you'll occasionally see me pause in markers because that activates them immediately as soon as you pause. So, we don't have a taxi yet. That's okay. We're going to find one. Oh, hello. Give me your ride, sir. Alright, so this mission, we go whack somebody and take their car, because that's the first thing you should do in Liberty City, is gratuitous violence. So we're going to do just that. It's all for charity, guys, all for charity. Be sure to donate. Movember Foundation helps mental health, helps physical health for the dudes in your life, which you may be one of them. So run this guy over. We're going to get out of our taxi and get back in, just to be extra sure it's going to stay here, because we got it during the mission, and that means it might despawn. But I think it'll be fine. I think it will be just fine. So I still want a pistol. The reason I want a pistol is so it becomes a little easier to get a cop car, which we're going to need. We're going to need a cop car at the end of this mission. Hello, sir. Would you like to donate your pistol? Thank you. So many generous donations here, both in forms of cash and weaponry. Mental health, exactly. Alright, so this is the next thing we gotta do. We took this guy's car, we ran him over, took his car. Now we're gonna paint spray it, as you do. And we're gonna store it now. And that's gonna be our first job for Luigi Dunn. Well, second one, if you count picking up Misty is the second job. And we're going to need a cop car. There's a cop car right there. I don't think that's going to stay. No, it's going away. There are 2 cop cars here outside of the cop station. There is a 40% chance one of them is going to be unlocked, and a 30% chance for the further away one to be unlocked. So we're going to have to beat the odds here. If we don't find a cop on the road. Please! Of course. If we don't get one, I have a backup. Of course. Marathon luck. Ooh, cop. Hello. Thank you. Please donate your cop car. Thank you very much. Alright, we're going to activate our rampage now. And vigilante at the same time. So that means we've got a rampage going, but it allows us also now to take storyline missions, which you shouldn't be able to do normally. And what we did just there is we picked up that info marker at the hospital, and we're going to grab this bribe star here just to get rid of our wanted level. It's going to come in handy. The cops are after us, not for much longer, though. Not for much longer. Alright, and we're just going to park right there. Generous donations, you know, giving a cop car is really an unorthodox way to support ESA, but it helps me a lot. So, anyway, off we go. We've got the rampage going during the mission. That's important. If you look really closely in the top right of the screen, you'll see a timer. We're going to have to finish this mission before that timer runs out, and we're going to do something called an Instapass. The nuances of an Instapass are pretty rooted in software engineering nonsense that I don't entirely understand, alright? I'm just a speedrun goon, you know? I don't think about what I'm doing. I just do it. I just do it. I'm the muscle of the speedrun community, not the brain. So, we have a little bit of time here. We're going to make another replay over a rampage icon there. We need to do that because rampages move when you activate them. Each rampage has 2 locations, and they alternate A and B every time you pick one up. So we're going to have to keep making new rampage replays to make sure that our rampage is up to date. Alright, so the rampage is about to run out. We're going to start Vigilante, park here. Vigilante is going to run out, or sorry, the rampage is going to burn out while Vigilante is going. Because the rampage runs out, it's going to allow us to pick up this storyline mission right here, Mike Lips Last Lunch. And when you start Mike Lips Last Lunch with Vigilante running, magic happens and you pass the mission, and now we're on to the next one. So there you go, world record fastest completion time ever for that mission. Kappa HD. Josh, do we have donations?
We do.
Anything? Oh, yes.
You kept saying the donation word, and I kept thinking you were leading me in. I was about to say something.
Oh, my bad. Go on.
It's fine. It's fine. We have a $5 donation from Anonymous who says, "Bonjour. I didn't make my annual donation to Movember, so why not here?" And then Koku Lesgens du Baguette Restream, which I'm pretty sure is talking about the French restream that is happening. Over on a channel I lost the link to, twitch.tv/Baguette Restream, the unofficial French restream. I would also like to take this moment to remind chat that the chat is English only, because I know what you are doing.
I also know what you're doing, because I have the chat up. Okay, so, this is Van Heist. If my name was Adam AK, I would grind my cop car against the van for about 3 minutes, then get busted and try again. But, thankfully, we live in the year 2018 where we have the new strat of just blowing up the cop car in front of the van, and that lets you get in it very quickly. Off and away we go. Now, if we are lucky, then our taxi is still going to be here. Do you see it? I see it. It's all the way down there. Excellent. So, we left this here a few minutes ago. We're just going to tap it a couple times. Why not? Give it a couple love taps. Alright. So that was Van Heist. That was 8:59 Van Heist finish. I don't know what the timer says on screen, but it's probably world record pace, given how long it took to start that timer. Anyway, I am firing shot after shot, so what we're going to do is, now we're going to use our taxi to start this rampage, and then we're going to start taxi, and then we're going to get out of the taxi. That cancels taxi driver, and now we can take the storyline mission with the rampage running again. Another timer for ants in the top right corner. By the time this rampage is up, we're going to have to be at the end of this mission. And what we're going to do now is we're not going to do an Instapass. We're going to hit a stallion. What we're going to do is something called a dupe and fail. We're going to start the next mission twice. I'm going to make a rampage replay here, another one, because they keep moving on us. We got to keep making those replays. And it doesn't really lose us time to do it here, because we have to be... We're kind of fixed on this timer anyway, so we're not really losing time by doing that. So, I'm going to pause on this marker, and that triggers it immediately. And please enjoy the cinematics from the year 2001. I'm sure it took them 3 days to program that door to open the way it did. I don't know what video game programming was like back in the day, but I'm sure it was awful to do. We truly commend Rockstar for their broken games. Alright, so off we go. We're going to go finish this mission. That went sorely horribly for our friend Tony. He tried to shake down the laundrette, but alas, it blew up in his face in the form of bullets. So, we're going to not pause in the sparker, but instead get out. Tony's making empty threats, and now we're going to do the next Tony mission, colloquially known as 3 vans, but to the rest of the world it is known as taking out the laundry. It is a mission where all the objectives are spawned at the start of the mission. So what we do is we start it twice, and then we fail it. And that means one instance of the mission passes or fails and cleans everything up, and the other instance sees that everything is gone and says, hey, it looks like the player finished the mission, and so we pass it. That is what duping does in this game. Now we need another cop car. Let's fail our 40% chance, and now 30% chance. Of course, it is marathon luck after all. So what we're going to do now, that was a mega jump. We'll get back to those later. Mega jumps allow you to launch yourself forward, and sometimes it's helpful because you can die from friction. And that's what we just did. So anyway, after re-rolling the cop cars there, we finally won a 40% chance, and we got our cop car. For the first time this run, we actually got a cop car out of that, out of those 2 cop car spawns there. And now we're doing the mission pickup. Pickup is pretty straightforward. You do want a cop car, though, because it gives you a shotgun. And shotguns are really good. Really good. Also, the cop car is fast. Plus, the weapon makes it, like, super, super nice to have. We keep changing camera to despawn traffic, because otherwise you hit traffic like that. Nonetheless, here we are. Briefcase hype. You can die from friction, yes. I don't want to call it dying from fall damage, because that's really not what we're doing. We're launching ourselves forwards. Alright, we didn't get the triple kill. That's okay, we got the double kill. Ooh, nice. The double pump there. Shoutouts to Fortnite. Alright, and we've completed this now. We're going to need another taxi, because we're going to do something called submission holding. What on earth is happening? Did y'all see that? Alright, let's get an ambulance instead. Alright, we won the 90% chance that it's going to be unlocked. I was hoping we would not have more marathon luck and fail obvious easy odds. Thankfully, we did not. So we're just going to do something called submission holding through the rest of this upcoming mission. So what we're going to do is we're going to get into our ambulance, we're going to hold down the submission key to start paramedic, and we're just going to hold it, and hold it, and hold it, and we cannot let go, because if I let go of this button, I will crash the game. And if I crash the game, everybody is going to be very upset with me. So I don't want to do that. So we're just going to hold the button as hard as we can. If you want to play along at home, feel free to hold down your own keyboard button. Send me your energy. Because if we let go of the button right now, we would start paramedic, even though we're very far from any ambulance at all. But that's just the way the game works, is a lot of things happen when you depress the button as opposed to press it, which allows us to do silly things like hold submissions. So now we're going to drive a limbo around for the next 3 to 4 minutes. We've been doing jobs for the Mafia for the last 15 minutes. And now what we're going to be doing is working for the head honcho, Salvatore. And as the mission name implies, he's called a meeting, so we're going to collect some of Salvatore's subordinates, pile them into a limo, and then head off to the Salvatore mansion in a very picturesque part of town, placed precariously on some cliffs because Salvatore likes to live on the edge. Alright, top-down camera there because we don't want to hit anybody. If we have a wanted level, we can't activate this marker. So if we were to run over a gratuitous amount of people, the police would not like that. It's weird, man. I thought they had better things to do, but... Yes, and a half submission key press is what we're doing. Based Panin Coek. That's probably not how you pronounce that. Alright, so now we're going to dodge some triads. They're taking the opportunity to try and stop us here, as we have all of the Mafia's key players piled into one limo, because that is smart. You know, it's very conspicuous, so... Oh, thankfully... we got away, though. And now we're safe and sound. Still holding that submission key. Still holding it. Still holding it. Have not let go the entire time. And now we're going to play our rampage here. Let go of paramedic. It activates, and it's going to just disperse after a bit of time there. And now we get bad luck. Yes, I knew it! Oh, this is crash cam. There is a 25% chance that when you start this mission, you will get that top-down camera. If you get that top-down camera, the game crashes later, because we do something that we really aren't supposed to do. And so, anyway, there we go. That's a good camera angle. We can work with this one. We can work with this one, but that top-down camera does crash the game later. It's weird. It's very odd. So, anyway... Crash cam once is fine. That's what it's called, crash cam. We'll get to what crashes later if we had crash cam, but we can re-roll it by restarting the mission. And we're good to go. Top-down camera to keep traffic from spawning, of course. If you're just tuning in, that is why we change camera all the time. It's not to annoy people in chat and have them ask questions about what I'm doing. It is actually, it has a purpose. It has a purpose. Alright, so Chaperone. Maria is Salvatore's somebody. Daughter, wife, I don't know. And we're driving her around now. She calls us Fido. The main character in this game does not actually have a name. We find out his name in San Andreas, but I don't think it's mentioned at any point during this game. So we just made another rampage replay there. Again, rampages move. We have to keep making replays. So we just made one over the alternate location of the RPG rampage. Alright, Maria's gonna go to this party. We're gonna run over that guy. We're gonna shave this door off here. We have nothing better to do. And like all good parties in Liberty City, it's going to be raided by the SWAT sometime soon. Hopefully the SWAT knows how to drive, so that way the cutscene doesn't take 10 years. Alright, let's see. Let's see. Did this guy go to driving school? Yes, he did. Oh, no, I spoke too soon. Alright, anyway, activate that rampage replay again. And 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Run that guy over for good luck. And take Maria off and away now. So the police are going to come after us. Probably? I mean, let's see. There's a cop car there. That's not great. We're gonna have to bob and weave some cops, probably. Or not. He just played himself. You see that? He's sad. He hit a tree. Uh-oh, there's another one. Hopefully we don't get... Ooh, we got nudged a teeny bit there. No, he's gonna try and get me on the left side. Just gonna run to the wall here. So he stays behind me. Got him, dude. Got him. Oh, there's another one. Woo! Yo, professional gaming here on twitch.tv/ESA Marathon. Ain't that right, Josh?
Yes, we are on that channel. A channel that you can donate to. May I read some?
Yes, go ahead.
Excellent. We have $5 from Soviet, who says, "This is for all the dudes out there being sick. Also, the chat needs much more smiley faces. Colon bracket." Which is indeed a smiley face. And then we have $10 from Macabak, who says, "Good luck on the impending world record, KZ."
Easy. Easy, dude. Alright, that was Chaperone. We accomplished our mission of not getting arrested. So now we're going to take our time now to make another Rampage replay. Are you used to it yet? Have you figured it out yet? Because that's what we do here in this speedrun. This is another dupe and fail. This is why we're doing all the Rampage stuff. For the Triads and Tribulations, dupe and fail. Again, if you're just tuning in, a dupe and fail is you start a mission twice, and then you get wasted. Not like that, but you lose all your health. And that means one mission fails and cleans everything up, and the other one passes. It only works on missions that have all the objectives available to you at the start of the mission. See, there you go, mission passed. Please don't ask why we just ascended into space. I'll get to that later. That's called a mega jump. Unlocked ambulance. Winning that 90% chance. Again, luckiest gamer alive. Very nice. Uh-oh. You see, this is why we despawn traffic there. This is why we changed camera. See that van? Now you don't. It's that easy. It's that easy. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is set up for the Blowfish Instapass, and we're going to do that by Rampage, Paramedic. We held it so that we could activate it outside of the ambulance. Alright, now we can do a mega jump that won't kill us. Here we go. Easy. Right at the taxi. Cutting the grass is one of those missions where you tail someone and follow where they're going, except there is a hidden way to beat the mission. If you have a taxi, you can actually drive the guy to his destination yourself if we don't flip. If we don't flip. Alright. Guess what this is? If you guessed Rampage replay, go ahead and give yourself a pat on the back, because you're figuring it out. Alright, so we're kind of dilly-dallying here because our target here takes a while to leave the club. I also go to the club at 3 p.m. Probably on a weekday. Odds are, you know, 5 out of 7 odds. It's a weekday. If you play a quick replay there, he actually runs to the taxi instead of walks to it. And that saves you a lot of time, and it actually is very important because it makes this a lot easier. We have 32 seconds. We have to have passed the mission by then. So, Monka S, finger, clock, in chat. If you can read the timer in the top right, of course. It's very, very tiny. The reason it is so small is, of course, because some UI elements don't scale well with higher resolutions. Alright, so now run them over, start taxi, and we're going to hold taxi. More submission holding. Rampage failed. Did you ever doubt me that I could make that in time? Come on, seriously? Did you ever think I couldn't do it? More traffic despawning. The camera changing is exactly the reason we do that. Now we're going to park here, run into the Blowfish marker, and it's going to trigger the ending cutscene because we started it with taxi running. And when you do that, that triggers the Blowfish Instapass. It says mission failed. Don't believe it. We actually passed the mission. Trust me, I'm a professional. He says as he hits a car. So, that is what crashes if you get crash camp at the start of Chaperone. So now we're going to flip our Mafia Sentinel, because this is all I've been doing in practice is screwing this up. So get your lull reset ready as I flip the Mafia Sentinel. Here we go. Oh, textbook. Debated. Easy. Yes. So good. Oh. Ran past the marker. Swapping camera is to despawn traffic. It is very important. Alright, so now the penultimate mission in Portland. Bomb to base, Act 2. It cost $100,000 to start this mission, which we had $176,000, so we're fine. And we're going to make that back and then some at the end of this mission. So, this is all about this cargo ship here. This is, in fact, the base, I suppose. Alright, shoutouts to 8-Ball. Hopefully he doesn't screw his pathfinding and walk into the water, because that would be horrible. Uh-oh. Okay. So, we are supposed to snipe these guys from a vantage point. Of course, I found one. It's on top of my car. It's a good vantage point. And we're just sniping all the dudes on the cargo ship. Alright. Easy. And now we wait. You can go up on the cargo ship and check to make sure everybody's dead if you're paranoid. Not sure if you got them all. Swapping traffic to despawn camera. Alright, that was super loud. I am not sorry. I should have given a headphone warning, I guess, but, you know, it won't kill you, it builds character. It's alright. So now we're going to go back to Salvatore's for the last mission in Portland called Last Requests. Ugh. If we've been good... If we're on Santa's nice list, our ambulance should be here. Feels good, man. And we're going to use this. Submission holding. Rampage. Paramedic. Paramedic fails. Mission starts. Alright. So... If my name was Josh Amuse, this is the mission where I would go to the marker, see the cheetah, get in it, explode, and die. But thankfully, it is not January 2013, and our name is not Josh Amuse. We will be able to avoid that. And this is where I should bring up Portland time. If you look at the top right of your screen, there should be a clock. If there's not a clock, get your eyes checked. You know, donate to Movember, perhaps, because, you know, they care about men's physical and mental health, and that's a great charity, so, you know, support them. So, Portland time, the next mission is on a fixed timer, and it depends on when we start the next mission in terms of the in-game clock. What it does is it rounds up the current in-game timer to the next hour, then adds 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So we want to finish before the hour of 2100, so we can get our 11:30 Portland. Yes! 11:30. This is casual pace, dude. Alright, so... for the next minute or so, we're going to be on that fixed timer, essentially. So if we have donations, now is the time, Josh Amuse.
Oh, I don't know. Do we have donations? Should I read them?
I would...
I feel personally attacked.
I gave you advance warning that I would roast you.
When you said my name, I actually unmuted to start reading donations because I thought you were leading me in, and then you said that. And
No, I was just dunking on you.
I think I said something on stream when you were saying it. Oh well. Anyway, we have $5 from And Shandy, who says, I really wanted to say the comment, but it's so crass, I can't repeat it on stream. Sorry. Joke's on you, I would never call something too crass. I'm not even sure what that means. So yeah, thanks for your donations. They're all going to Movember, a great cause for men's health and mental and physical. How is okay? You know when you're about to say something and you realise it's a terrible idea? I'm going with it anyway. How's your mental health right now, Fru?
It's better than Tezero's because I'm not playing GTA 2. But of course, if my mental health was in duress, I would be very, very happy to know that Movember has got my back. Alright, so now we're going to wait and start this rampage about 10 seconds past the hour here. Also, Englishman speaking up in chat, asking me to not roast them. Well, I was going to not roast you because I actually forgot about your meme, but now that you brought it up, you know, you've sowed that legacy. I'll have to bring it up later. Alright, so now we got the rampage going again. This will be the second to last rampage that we use. This is actually the last rampage replay we make. So, if you think glitching is cheating, I've got good news for you. You're safe for the next 30 minutes, roughly. I mean, after the next two rampages. Then you'll be safe. Then you'll be fine. Then you can open your eyes. So now we've got a rocket rampage going. What we're going to do now is pull up to the gun store like this. Skirt! That's how I drive every day. And we're going to buy a GAT, known as an Uzi, in some parts of the world. To get rid of our rocket launcher, which is important for the ending part of the mission. Salvatore is going to leave his club very, very soon, and we're going to run him over with our car. And hopefully he dies. It's very rare he does not die. Hopefully we don't have the T2000 version of Salvatore today. We have the very kind one who will just squish underneath our tires. So 2330 happens. We kill those guys. We get in our car and we run them over. Boom. Alright, cool. And now perhaps the best mega jump. Hopefully I do not die. That would be horrid. Alright. Line it up. And we didn't die. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. I do need to get this one. There we go. And we made it to the marker with time to spare. So yeah, we just went from Portland to Staunton in like 2 seconds flat, dude. Very nice. And now we've duped under surveillance. What we're going to do now is another mega jump to Death Warp. And now we will activate the last rampage with the paramedic submission here. There we go. And the reason we get this one going is not for any kind of duping or insta-passing purposes, but it's actually twofold. Number one, we can glitch out the rampage so that it doesn't remove the rockets from us, which would be amazing and really make my life a lot easier, but it's not entirely consistent. Okay. And the other reason is it makes the upcoming mission, Paparazzi Purge, pretty trivial. So we've already done one Asuka mission under surveillance. We're now doing the next one, Paparazzi Purge. Boom. And now, the third one, and final one for now, Payday Foray. So for right now, we're just going to go around and collect a bunch of phones. Josh, now's the time to read donations, if you have any at all, or anything else you'd like to say.
No, I have one donation to read.
All right.
It is $5.01 donation from Anonymous with no comment.
No comment. Sometimes you just don't need to say anything. You just let the gameplay speak for itself.
Then you just know that Movember's a good cause.
Absolutely. Please consider opening your wallets for Movember. It is, in fact, as you might know, you've probably seen the memes, it is Mo Money Movember. So please consider handing in some cash to them. Alright, more camera changing. To despawn traffic, if you didn't know, if you're just tuning in. And now, the rampage is about to fail, so what we're going to do is start spamming our replay. And if we're lucky... Yes! Thank goodness. If you look at the top right, we have a cheated amount of rockets. We have 29,998, which is almost enough for the rest of this run. Almost enough. And of course, we got those by failing the rampage and the replay. So the game did not remove our rockets from us, and we will be making liberal use of those rockets. And we just made another replay over the bribe star there. And that'll come in handy later. And that's the last replay we will make for a fair bit of time. So, just strap yourself in for some classic steely wheelie automobile. Of course, Ray is a paranoid fellow, so we're just going around interacting with these phones here. Not too much happening, just despawning traffic and driving fast. Driving fast. Of course, Movember is the charity we are supporting. Please consider donating to the cause if you are a fan of mental and physical well-being, as I'm sure most are. Do consider supporting. All right, so now we've passed Ray's test. We've driven around the city enough times, and we can meet them in the public toilets here. And now we're gonna do some Ray missions. This one is Silence the Sneak. And this is a mission made quite trivial with rockets. If you'll notice, we have 12 grenades now, given to us by the mission. We won't be using these because we have 30,000 rockets. And as you might be aware, there's a disgusting amount of rockets. I don't even know where Claude keeps all of them. So we're just gonna rocket the window. No, we're gonna miss. There we go. Good thing I have more of these. Alright. There we go. That's that mission passed. He got in his car, and unfortunately, car versus rocket. Rocket usually wins. Usually. So right now, we're trying to keep our Banshee in as best health as possible, because we're going to need to do a little bit of bumper car action later for the mission evidence dash. Yoink! There we go. Alright. A little bit more despawning action here. In case you're just tuning in, this is done to despawn traffic. See all those cars? Now you don't. Bam, easy. Alright. And, ooh! Easy. Styling. Styling. Ray phoned ahead. He thought there'd be more of us to come defend. But alas, all you need is one man with a disgusting amount of rockets. We're gonna go over here, actually. I feel more comfortable doing this. There, oh, we're not dead. What the hell? Uh-oh. Okay, we're good. Uh-oh, this is getting out of hand. Come here.
You move, big man.
Where's the last guy? Okay, that works. That was pretty casual, but alas, you live and learn. They could have gone a lot worse, all things considered. What I should have done is wait for that third truck. But anyway. Shoutouts to English Ben, who gets 30,000 rockets and then buys some. So we're going to do that. And off and away we go. Next mission is Evidence Dash. This is one of the worst missions in the speedrun. You can lose a lot of time if you're unlucky, or if you're, you know, scrub. Yeah, hey, English Ben, I would not have made that joke if you didn't speak up. But alas. Alright. Evidence Dash, we're gonna have to chase this bobcat around town. Not the actual animal, but instead a vehicle named the Bobcat. First, we're going to spin out. Alright, and we need to hit this thing 6 times and pick up packages after each collision here. Alright, so hopefully he doesn't go into the tunnel. The tunnel is the worst RNG you can get, pretty much. So there's 1, there's 2. We have to pick them up after each hit for some reason. Alright, we're not going in the direction of the tunnel. That's good. If you'll notice, I played my replay there to get one of my wanted stars. If you have a replay over a bribe star, you can play it as many times as you want to get rid of any competition you have. So we're going to be making use of that throughout the run. Yo, this is sick. Stay here. Stay right here, sir. Please. Alright, I mean, I'll take this. Very nice. Alright. So, we're gonna drop an aid here. And we're right at the next mission. Liberator. Ah, we're going back into the marker. Yep. That's what we want to do. Taxi! Taxi, please take me. Port. Alright, so I mean, usually you'd like to get a good car here before you start the mission, but we were right by the mission marker, and I didn't feel like wasting time looking for one. It might be fast to take one now, I guess, maybe, but the thing is, like, you just drive this, like, a few blocks north, and then you're done, so we can just hold on to this. What we're going to be looking for now is a cartel cruiser. Cartel cruiser is, of course, a gang car. We can find it on this stretch of road right up here. It's going to be a big truck. You know, a little larger than the one we just handled. Here it is right here. Alright. That's good RNG. I'll take that. I'll take that. So now we have to go and rescue an old gentleman. Make a left, then a right. Then a left. They think we're part of the cartel. It's one big debate, and we're just gonna run them over. They're passive to me because I played a replay as I entered the compound, and that, like, kills the AI for some reason. Alright, that's good RNG. He can be in one of 3 garages, and he was in the first one. He was in the first one, so that's good. And now we're going to go back to Donald Love's building. Skirt around the corners here. Despawn the traffic with camera changes, of course. If you're just tuning in, this is why we do this. To keep the road clear of traffic. It's very important. Alright. Drift to some more corners. Left and right. More traffic despawning. Ooh. Watch out. Top-down camera keeps traffic from spawning if you're going fast enough, so it's very handy. Very handy. And we're going to skirt in this marker here. Pull that handbrake. Pause on the marker to activate it. And now, time for Wakagashira Wipeout. There's a character in this game that gives missions called Kenji. You can do missions for him after you unlock his missions with the mission Under Surveillance, which we did a dupe and fail of a while back. It was the first Staunton mission. And now Donald Love wants us to pose as the cartel and take Kenji out. Not to dinner. We're gonna ice him. If you know what I mean. And so this is supposed to, like, cause a gang war and drive down property prices or something. I don't know. Sow dissent, essentially. That's what we will be doing. Alright. Rockets out. Having 30,000 rockets is very good. Kenji's fender meat. What we did was we blew up all the vehicles around him. What you're supposed to do is, like, run him over with your cartel cruiser, but that's dangerous and also slower. So, at any rate, watch out for the cops here. I didn't get a fast car in the garage, so I'm just going to drive our cartel cruiser south here, back to Donald Love's. And then we're going to be on a mission with a timer, so essentially an auto-scroller. Mission Adito, a drop in the ocean. Mega jump into the wall so that we don't lose a lot of health, potentially cause death, potentially Josh reading some donations, if you would.
It's possible. Okay, fine. We have $5 from Matty, who says, as a guy that's fighting with mental illness and with a grandfather who suffered with prostate cancer, I had to donate some money. Happy speedrunning and good vibes. And then we have $15 from Anonymous, who says, my heart's a little warmer to see ESA host this marathon. Movember's dear to me, and I'm glad to see the runners putting in the work for it. Respect. So there you go. A couple heartfelt donations.
Absolutely. Thank you.
People Movember has touched. So yeah, thank you for your donations.
Hugs in the chat, yo. We're all in this boat together, alright? So be sure to help your fellow man. And donate to a good cause. Alright, so like I said, we're on this timer, so we took the time to grab a fast vehicle, a Cheetah, or an Infernus is the best thing to get. We went to the ammunition, we got some armor and some weapon, some gun, just in case. And now, we're gonna go drive our boat into the docks. Yes, perfect. We're gonna drive it down towards the dodo here. The dodo! Oh man, are y'all ready for the dodo? It's coming up very, very soon. The third act of this speedrun, if you will, involves a lot of dodo flying, and the dodo is very hard to fly. If you've never tried to fly the dodo, boot up your copy of Grand Theft Auto 3, go to the airport, get in a dodo, and just give it a shot. It's not easy. You will probably flip it or just otherwise fail at maneuvering it properly. It's quite difficult. So there's the dodo up there. We're just going to be tailing behind it, picking up the packages. There's 6 packages it drops each time we pick up a package, except for the last one, I think. You gain an extra wanted star. So this is pretty easy to do. And then we have 5 wanted stars. You know how we deal with that in Grand Theft Auto 3 and 8%? We play our bribe star replay. And there they go. They're all gone. We got off squat-free, lads. All you had to do was play the replay. CJ. And now we're just going to drive our cheetah to the end of the mission. And then, at the start of the next mission, we'll have unlocked the third and final island, Shoreside Vale. And with that, the dodo will be ours. Camera changing to despawn traffic. Oh my god, I almost hit my own car. I almost played myself. Ooh. Alright, no, that was on purpose. I meant to do this. See? Look. That was on purpose.
Thank you for repeating.
Dodo E2G. I'll be flying a dodo during the mission, if that's what you mean. Alright, if you listen to the news, something happened, the bridge was fixed, I don't know, it's one of those bridges that raises and lowers. So we actually have to drive pretty quickly here, or else we miss the cycle, and if we miss the cycle, that's embarrassing. So, streamer better not embarrass himself. Ooh. Excuse me! I have places I gotta go. The Doppler effect in action on the stream right now. Alright, we're off to the airport right now. And we're gonna have to deal with a few guys that are in the hangar there of the dodo. The game is going to make us get inside the dodo. And then that's when we will take it for ourselves and become one with the skies. Run them over, drive by. Alright. So we're looking for a package. It's not in the plane. But we see this van, and we get clued into where it might be. And there's a construction site in Staunton Island that we're going to head to now. We're going to fly there. Flying the dodo is not what you think. Think about a plane and how it flies. Now do the exact opposite, and that's how you fly the dodo. You just naturally glide up. So what you do is you just constantly tilt down. When you tilt down, you gain speed, and when you gain speed, you glide up. So. Physics, bro. Physics. And to land, you're gonna have to stall out. So we're tilting down, gliding up a little bit, starting to stall out here, level out the plane, and cruise to victory. There we go. Nice and easy. Gonna mega jump inside the compound now. We hit the side of that beam there, so that we do not lose like a ton of health. And of course the replay also kind of glitched out the AI, made them passive. And now we're off to return the package to Donald Love, and then we'll be doing the last bit of missions: Bait, Espresso to Go, SAM, and the Exchange. And all of these are going to be quite difficult. So some more dodo flying here. Josh, if you have donations, now would be the time.
I in fact do.
Excellent.
So we have $5 from Julie424, who says, "Loving the event, great cause for my last $5. I hope it literally wasn't your last $5. And we have $20 from Anonymous with no message.
Hey, the 20 bomb. Clapper. Thank you very much. And shoutouts to Jay Willie as well. More mega jumping action. Mission passed. We don't start the next Donald Love mission. We do not do escort service. But we do turn the dodo around. Imagine driving through a city, seeing a plane in the street, driving up to it and honking at it, because that's what just happened to me. Despawning traffic to clear the road so we can take off. And now I'm going to do the safety thing. Safety strats in the chat. I almost forgot to do this, but you know what? I think it's much better if I go save the game. I can actually save the game without losing like too much time here, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that because bait is probably one of the hardest missions in the game, and if you know I don't screw up, then the game can still screw me anyway, and I could just get unlucky. So if that happens, we'll have the save to fall back on. So we're just gonna park our dodo in the garage as you do. Save the game. We're going to slave over slot 7. And now, assuming streamer isn't scrub, we should be able to do this just fine. Scarface soundtrack. Of course, on Flashback FM. Alright, bait. Dodo bait time. Let's go. Dodo bait is the strat that involves perhaps the most convoluted dodo flying in the run. And the AI on bait is also really, really scrub, and will sometimes just screw you over if you get unlucky. So we can influence the AI by doing the grass touch here. We take off and we touch the grass here. For some reason, that makes the AI a little more cooperative. Hopefully, exactly that happens. You'll see these 3 pink dots on the minimap. We're going to have to fly by all of them so that they turn like maroon or whatever, and that means we've triggered them. We're going to have to lure them into a compound in shoreside. So, very careful dodo flying. Tilting down, of course. Fly over the hill. Trigger this one. Get the turn in. Very nice. Now we're going to glide to victory for the 3rd and final turn. Perhaps the worst part of the route for me, personally. There we go. Alright, now we're going to glide into the compound. Down below. Ooh! It's fine. We did it! Now let's see if the AI cooperates. Oh yeah, don't fly over any stunt jumps, by the way, because if you do, you'll trigger slow-mo and an awkward camera angle that lasts until you touch the ground, which is horrendous. So, looks like the 3rd car is delayed here. I don't know where they're at, but the first 2 are coming in. Hopefully, they blow up quite quickly. Oh, this is good. This is good. Ooh. Alright, nice. Now we're just waiting on the 3rd car. We should be okay. It's just taking them a while to get here, which is unfortunate, but it's not the end of the world. So I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. Usually all three kind of come in at roughly the same time. Alright, so now we can blow them up using one of our mini rockets. And that's dodo bait. Alright, we did it. We did it. Gonna make a replay over that bribe star there. That'll come in handy later on. And now we take off and we go back to the construction site for espresso to go. Claude thinks the caffeine industry is big caffeine is ruining civilization, so we're gonna go around town and blow up a bunch of espresso stalls. So now we're gonna cruise back in, of course. It is very serendipitous that there is a giant open field right next to, like, this mission marker. Like, how convenient! Oh, that's sad. Okay, we'll just leave it there. Who needs it anyway, dude? I don't need it. I don't need it, man. It's fine. We'll just drive there. Driving is nice. 4 tires on the ground. planes are scary. They fly in the air. I don't like the air. Oh well. That's not a huge deal. It is slow, obviously, but what we were gonna do, if we were to use that dodo for this mission, we would just fly it to Portland and end up kind of near the first stall, and we'd also take a Banshee that's near the north end of the... I should have gone to the tunnel. I don't know why I went to the bridge, but anyway, the tunnel would have been better. Nonetheless, Josh, now's a good time for donations while I correct my error.
Okay, and we have donations.
Excellent.
We have $10.50 from Kooky, who says, donating what I'm assuming is the going rate for 30 minutes at Luigi's. Enough time to make a diss track of all of KZ Fru's savagery during this run. Great work, keep it up. And then we got $15 from Anonymous, who says, when I was a boy in England, I had a nanny. She was very strict, lads.
Alright. So, get those donations in. The more donations you give me, the more fuel will be in my dodo for the end of the run. So, please, if you care about the run, if you care about my mental health, make sure you donate so we can afford some gasoline for my airplane, please. Stream's going down. Also make sure you get those donations in to keep the internet running. Uh-oh. Sick, dude. Savage. Alright. That's gonna miss. No, it's not. I was kidding. Debated. Got him. It's still probably world record pace given how long the timer took to start. I'm quite pleased with that, in fact. Giving me that extra bit of elbow room. Shoutouts to the tech crew. Alright, so we're proceeding as normal now. It took us a little longer to get to where we were going because I ended up putting the dodo in the pit of death. Which is exactly the place you shouldn't put the dodo. I might have been able to get it out of there, but I didn't want to bother, honestly. I didn't want to try and fail miserably. It's better to just get going. Alright. We have a ridiculous amount of rockets, so we can use them to our leisure here. Of course, we got 30,000 from failing the... Well, 29,998 from failing the rampage in the replay, and then we bought 5 more during arms shortage because we wanted to be extra safe. So we did just that. It's looking like this is going to be somewhere around the 110, 111-ish end time. Not super optimal, but not terribly bad either. Yes, despawning traffic by changing the camera. It is not to just annoy you. It has a purpose, like many things in life. Up and away. Alright, so now, take a guess. Is the bridge going up, or is it coming down? I think it's going up. Let's see. Yep, it's going up. Alright, so we can do the fun thing now. We're gonna just get rid of this traffic. There we go. Ooh, that guy got caught in the bridge, but he made it. Lucky guy. Lucky guy there. Where am I going? Streamer needs a brain. Please donate to ESA Movember so that I can have better mental awareness, mental well-being, and physical health. Alright. There we go. Didn't waste too much time there. Alright, so this is gonna conclude this mission here. We went around town, got all the stalls. Now we're gonna drive down and grab the dodo again for the last 2 missions. SAM and the exchange. I gotta be honest with y'all. Can I be honest while we're having this very heartwarming stream and charity? If I could be honest with you, I have no idea how you're supposed to do SAM. I just know the speedrun strat. You're supposed to maybe get a boat and follow the plane. I don't know. I should watch the GTA series videos on SAM because I have no idea. But the speedrun strat is pretty cool, pretty precise. I gotta have that gamer energy, those reflexes, you know, esports and all that to pull this off successfully. All right, let's not put the dodo in the pit of doom. Let's not have a repeat, because that would actually be bad. That would actually be a lot more inconvenient. Loses a lot more than time. Alright, but looks like we're safe and sound on the ground. Easy does it. Now the penultimate mission. SAM. Find the boat and get to the marker buoy. We're gonna do none of that. We're gonna do exactly 0 of that. We're on a timer, as you can see. We've got to be in position by the time on the clock, 1 minute and 18 seconds, which we should make it with plenty of time to spare, so I'm not too worried about it. Am I within 10 minutes of the end? I would say yes. I would say, if I don't mess anything up, we'd finish within the next 6 minutes or so. Yes, in fact, you can fly the dodo. What Rockstar says is players use a series of glitches to fly the dodo, which is absolutely false, Rockstar. You are lying. This is how you made the thing fly, alright? I'm just doing what you programmed it to do, alright? Like, there are no bugs involved. This is what you've made me do. I do not take responsibility. Give me that. I'm not gonna get it. And it's 4 AM, so nothing else is probably going to spawn. But that's okay. We don't need a car. We don't need a car at all. So we're going to line the shot up. The Sam Dam shot. That's what you'll be saying when I pull it off. Damn! Alright, so we line up with the background there. And we stand in this precise spot. And now we wait. Now we wait. I would pass it to Josh, but he would probably take more than 30 seconds to read donations. So I'll wait until after we've done all this crazy nonsense.
We got a $5 donation that just says raw.
Yes, sneaking it in there. I respect that. All right, here we go. Dead silence. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Ooh, that's precariously perched on that edge there. Come on. Claude, please get it. There we go. Alright. Cool. So, normally you'd have a car, but we don't. Because it was 4 AM and nothing was going to spawn. So anyway. We did not end up in the water. No packages ended up in the water. So now we're off and away. The only thing that could happen now is if I completely lose my mind and somehow die. Put the dodo in the water. But I've been playing this game for a bit of time, even though I did put it in the pit of doom earlier. Overall, this has been relatively smooth. Alright, and now we're on to the last mission. Hopefully I don't goof it. Colloquially known as New Exchange is the strat I will be doing, except it's now a few years old, so it's no longer new. I don't know what we would call it. Dodo Exchange, Fast Exchange, Good Exchange, I don't know. So now we fly off to Shoreside Vale. That was hairy there. Oh man. I had to both not hit the traffic nor hit the light pole. I would have lost all my speed and had to do the takeoff again. So we're gonna finesse our way to the finish, assuming it all goes right. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to fly over to the dam, which is where the end of the game takes place, and I'm going to fly in a way that grazes the trigger that spawns all of the dudes, and then I'm going to land on top of the dam and hopefully be safe and sound. So let's see if I can do it. Follow the chopper. We know where it's going, though. We don't need to follow it. It's fine. Alright, so watch the dam. Bottom here, you should see a bunch of dudes spawn. There we go. And there we go. Finessed it. Oh, clap, boys. Please clap. The tech crew better be clapping. Into the run coming up here very, very soon. Literally about to happen. Be ready. Be ready on that timer, because y'all weren't ready on the start timer. Gonna gun this guy down. And time! 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 Hey! Stop the timer. 1:11:52 on my end. I don't know what it says on stream, but it's probably wrong. Alright. I had fun. I hope Josh had fun. I hope his self-esteem isn't too battered by my roast. Shoutouts to the GTA community. Shoutouts to everybody I made jokes of at their expense today, including myself. I had a lot of fun. Coming up next, we got Metal Gear Solid Portable Ops, I believe, by Pythonicus. And I'll see y'all later. If you like GTA, I do a lot of GTA. We got a tournament going on in the community right now. We have the Vice City tournament. There have been a lot of races happening every day for that. It's very exciting. I am currently undefeated in that tournament, by the way. I have a perfect record in that tournament. All right, I got 1 win and 0 losses. Perfect record. I intend to hold on to that record. Stick around if you liked what I did here. Please support ESA. Donate to Movember. If you have, if you are unable to do that, you can follow the channel. Maybe use your Twitch Prime sub on this channel. Whatever you do, the most important thing is you have a good time. So, I'm taking off. I'll see y'all later. Pass it on to my friends.
Pull me close and you say you'll never run away. You think that love is a game, and now we've gone insane. But
Hey guys, it's Barbie, me again. Thank you for tuning in to ESA Movember. I just wanted to talk about what's coming up next. We got Metal Gear Solid Portable Ops, and that's being run by Pythonix. Did I say that right? Pythonicious. But yeah, I just want to talk a little bit about what Movember is about. It's an organization that was founded in Australia, and it's to all of the proceeds are going to that foundation. It supports men's mental health and also focuses on cancer. So yeah, it's going to a great cause. Thank you so much for everyone who's donating. Chat saying that I'm Luigi. I'm Wario. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, what we got coming up next is the Metal Gear Solid game, and I hope you guys enjoy. Thank you. Someone called me Luigi in chat. I'll take it. Chat saying that I'm Luigi. I'm Wario. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, what we got coming up next is the Metal Gear Solid game, and I hope you guys enjoy. Thank you.
All right, that's muted. All right. Hello, everybody. I'm Pythonicus, and I'm here going to be running Metal Gear Solid Portable Ops for y'all today. Very, very underrated gem in the MGS series. I hope to do it justice for you guys. And I've heard word that there's a couple of donations that my good...
Yes.
Yeah, there we go. Take the floor,
Before
sir.
we get into the Metal Gear Solid fun, I'm gonna have to stop you guys real quick and have some leftover donations from the GTA run. $10 donation from CP saying, always good to watch speedruns of one of 2000's classic GTAs and support a good cause. Thank you guys. Thank you, CP. And a $10 from Anonymous saying, hey Casey and Josh, glad to see you guys again and best of luck. Also, healthy mind is just as important as a healthy body. And finally, a $100 donation from Betty Frew saying, so proud of Casey Frew for all his charity and sharing his talent. Of course, this is mom. And if this is actually your mom, Casey, respect. Cool mom. Thank you all for the donations. And now let's get back to Metal Gear Solid.
All right, excellent. Thank you all for your kind donations. It's a wonderful charity we're helping out here. And so normally I would start with just a quick number one to get moving, but in honor of the event here, if I can find the backspace button. It's not Movember. It doesn't look like there is. Oh, wait, there we go. So, there we go. ESA Movember. Remind you guys while we're still, while we're doing this. And, let's get it going. So, I'm doing this as a new game. And new game is separated out into two subcategories. We got either any percent or Tsuchinoko. Now, that's important because any percent, you know, we don't care about alerts or kills or anything. But in Tsuchinoko, that's the highest rank possible without grinding out for stupid amounts of people in a run. And Tsuchinoko would be the highest all-perfect zero run on normal otherwise. So we're going to go ahead and... Whoops, that's a miscue. Give me just a moment. You know, it would help to call time, wouldn't it? It's fine, though, because that save is still there. I don't have to re-enter that text. Good job, me. So. And yes, I did say that the save game is still there. It's still a new game because nothing has happened. See? Like so. So anyway, we'll load that back up and